Yo, 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 yo. What's happening? Good afternoon. Top of the afternoon, everybody. What's going on? First and foremost, always, always want to send out positive energy, positive vibes. I hope everybody's out there getting to it. Hope everybody's achieving all their goals. I hope everybody woke up on the right side of the bed. I hope motherfuckers is out here just motherfucking living, man. Just living. That's all I'm hoping, man. I hope everybody stay positive. I hope everybody got good energy. Now, yesterday we was talking about Lil Nas X and his new video. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I don't know how to say it. Basically, let's see. Who knows how to fucking say? I don't even care to know how to fucking say the fucking name of his weird ass video. But anyway, as we mentioned yesterday, there is a collab shoe coming out with Nike. And I didn't know the details of it. I just knew that it had a pentagram on it, and they were saying something about it being shoes with blood in it. Now, of course, I was like, yeah, shoes with blood in it. They're just gonna put some like red dye, some crazy shit like that, just to make it, look evil and all that shit. I didn't see all the packaging for it, and I didn't also see the details behind it. And as you can see on the screen, if you aren't reading it already, these are Nike Air Max 97s, right? And they contain 60 cc ink and 1 drop of human blood. 1 drop of human blood. Okay. Now, there are 666 pairs being made, individually numbered $1,018 a pair, and they drop on the 29th. Now, I'm not the smartest person on earth, but just continuing on with the conversation that we was having yesterday, this seems a little weird. Now, let me just start with the culture first. Our people first. Because these brands need us to sell their products. These brands need our face and our music and our talent, our notoriety, our influence to sell their products. So when it's something like this is something we don't need in the culture. Absolutely not. I don't care if it was half a drop of human blood. Who goes that far just to make a shoe? That's like Boosie with the $500 slap yesterday. Like, you could have faked the slap, but you really wanted to slap a motherfucker. They could have faked having real blood in a shoe, but nah, they said, hey, we're going to actually put a drop of blood in there. That's wild. I mean, good God. Literally, good God. What the fuck are we going to do out here on this earth? Now, I'm not trying to tell people what to believe in. That's the last thing I want to do. I ain't no preacher. I ain't nobody that's taking motherfucking fucking offering. I ain't nobody out here preaching the gospel. But I believe in energies, man. I believe in a higher power. I don't believe in taking any negative energy like this and putting it out to the world. Look at the packaging, man. Look at the packaging. Look at this shit. What is that? What is that? Kids are buying shoes. They're buying Nikes. Now, let's not get it mistaken, because for a little while, and I seen it die down because of how much it really just wasn't no purpose for it in the culture. But for a little while, some of the new age rappers was pushing this demonic shit, this 666 shit. A lot of these rappers was pushing that. And this is the type of stuff that they got a lot of teenage kids into. Repping 666, tattooing the shit on their head, putting upside down crosses on shit. A lot of artists started doing that shit and embracing that type of shit. Some still do. So this right here isn't a shock, so to speak, but it's like they went extra hard to promote this. Like, the drop of blood is enough to not, like, fuck with it, but, like, the packaging, all the shit that goes with it, like, what is this? Pentagrams on each shoe. This nigga's like, they got the devil, like, grabbing Jesus on the, like, oh, what the fuck is that? What is that? I ain't even see this shit last night. When I did the stream last night, I had no idea. Got 666 on the shoe. Luke 10:18. There's 60 cc red ink, right? But 1 drop of human. First of all, nigga, if you gonna go all out, you might as well just put a bunch of human blood in the shoe. What the fuck is 1 drop? Is that some Satanism shit? That's some shit that'll get motherfuckers to, like, turn into fucking demons or some shit? Is there a spell behind that shit? This is the box that the shoes come in. This is what they want you to get used to. But I'm not. Look, man, I spent enough time on this shit yesterday. There's some other important shit I want to get to. Just being somebody that is a part of the culture and really that really loves the culture and really supports hip hop and my people, no matter what, the whole culture. It's not just hip hop, not just the genre of hip hop. It's all of the shit. I support all of the shit. So there's some shit that bothers me and it's been bothering me for years, man. Not just this old Satanism shit, not the shit that our own people is doing to try to capitalize on some shit, but people stealing from the culture. I said before in previous streams, shit don't move without us. Shit don't be popping without us. It's not cool without us. Motherfuckers can't make their own content without us. People create whole platforms based off of our culture and generate billions of dollars off of our culture and off of the shit that they steal. Now, I guess last night Jimmy Fallon had some white girl on his show. And he had the white girl doing 8 TikTok dances, right? But the problem is, every dance that she did was created by a black person. And these are all content creators. These are all influencers, people that created these dances that go on TikTok, that go viral, in the dances that have been featured on fucking billion-dollar games like Fortnite. Good morning, Claudia. What up, Polluted? So, check this out real quick. This is the type of mayonnaise these motherfuckers like to throw on the culture. Then had the nerve to have the motherfucking Roots playing the drums behind this bullshit. Look at this mayonnaise-filled performance. The Laffy Taffy. Last time I checked, that's not how the fucking dance went. Look at this. Y'all, look at this, man. No, we're not even gonna entertain the Fergalicious bullshit. We're not even gonna entertain that. Let's get to the fucking point. For one, you should have took the time to reach out to the black creators who created these motherfucking dances and got these bitches fucking lit on TikTok. Or any platform. See, there was already a problem when Fortnite was coming out with all their fucking dances and shit in the game and not giving any credit or any acknowledgement to the people that actually created the dances, and they were actually naming them other shit. White people so misinformed. Yes, man. Until this day, it's fucking crazy, man. People keep telling people what the problem is, but niggas don't be listening, or they just don't give a fuck. That's the only two options. I mean, we're all adults in this situation. It's 2021. You either aren't listening or you don't give a fuck. It's not a secret that white people have taken a lot of our culture and benefited from it. This has been going on early on. Way early on. Count before niggas was born. Way before niggas was born. Motherfuckers have been taking from our culture and fucking implementing our shit. Because other than that, niggas will be stale as fuck. No rhythm. Nothing would look cool. These motherfuckers went on here and actually did this type of shit. No, and I know he knew for a fact he was finna get backlash for this shit. Because like I said, people have been sharing their grievances about this shit for a few years now. People have been telling people like Jimmy Fallon, fucking organizations and video games like Fortnite, hey, you need to acknowledge the black creatives who created this shit, who put this shit together. So he said, I'll take don't give a fuck for 200, Alex. RIP to Alex Trebek. For real. They don't give a fuck. That's why I don't waste my time on explaining shit anymore. I just call shit for what it is. Like somebody asked me, because the Derek Chauvin trial is set to take place tomorrow or Tuesday. There are more white jurors than black jurors. And it's obvious that if there was more black jurors than white jurors, they would call that bias. Am I wrong or am I right? But if there's more white jurors than black jurors, it's normal. Why is that? Like, I don't think people understand, like, how deep this shit goes. Like, I can't sit up here and act like I'm like somebody. Okay, so I'll put it to you like this. What's good, Loke Dog? I'll put it to you like this. So somebody hit me, right? I'm not gonna put their name out there. And when I mentioned the fact that if there's more black jurors, it seemed it's viewed as bias, and when there's more white jurors, it's viewed as normal. This guy said, what does race have to do with anything? Of course it was a white guy. But see, I could have took the time to explain to him why race matters in this. But then I thought to myself, it's 2021. Why am I explaining to somebody that should know? These same things get explained to people every single year. Every year. Let's not act stupid. We explain the same grievances, the same problems, the same racist shit, the same racial bias. All this shit has been explained and has been proven with situations after situations, instances after instances, example after example, every single year. Every year. Imagine being taught the same thing every year and not getting it. That's like finally taking your first leap into school, your first year of school, and you keep getting held back every time. Everybody else moving forward, you're the only one being held back every single year for decades, for centuries. Niggas teaching you the same shit. Imagine that. Wouldn't you call somebody fucking stupid at that point? That's just my opinion. If you have been teaching somebody and telling somebody the same thing for years and they still don't get it, at that point, you're fucking stupid. You're a fucking idiot. Why am I explaining over and over? I get it for a child. You got to explain shit for a child. But if you are a grown-ass person, a grown-ass human being with a brain and the ability to learn something, you know your name, right? You know what clothes you like. You know your favorite color. You learned all this shit in life, but for some reason, you stuck on some stupid shit. Being stuck on stupid when it comes to people of color. Ain't being taught shit. Why am I teaching you something your parents should have taught you in the first place? That's the first problem. Your parents should have taught you some shit in the first place, and you wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be so fucking dumbfounded when people tell you what's right from wrong when it comes to race. When a black person is telling you what is racist and what's not, it's not your job as a white person to be like, well, no. You're not an expert in that field. At the least. At that point, you have to just walk away. Yeah, you do. I explained to him, I'm not explaining something to somebody that should already know some shit. This isn't some shit that's just creeping out of the fucking woodworks when it comes to racism and when it comes to systematic racism and racial bias, especially when it comes in the courtroom. Talking about some shit wasn't racially motivated. Did you see what the fuck happened last year? Do you know the history behind police and the black community, period? Not even in an instance, not even just in a situational matter. This is an overall thing. Why are we the only ones that understand this? Sprinkled in with a few allies. We got to understand something, man. Like it's at a point where they want us to continue to march and continue to go out here and show our ass and potentially destroy our surrounding communities off of just a feeling, off of being emotional, which is why the certain triggers happen. Now, it's funny. I heard this yesterday. Talking about the news stations, these news stations, these news outlets, all the main ones, all the CNNs and the Foxes and the fucking, all those mainstream media outlets. All them motherfuckers died down when Trump got out of office, right? Because there's nothing to fuel racial tension right now. They don't have an excuse to only talk about majority racial issues. They don't have somebody tweeting divisive shit every day, so they don't have that much of a platform to stand on anymore. They had a good 4-year run of spikes of all this controversy and all this racial tension, and now it's not there anymore because the person that was fueling it all and giving everybody a reason to keep their numbers boosted is out of office. So now we're at a point where What happened last year happened, right? But there should be no letting down from that. There should be no backing off from that. Because now, on the contrary, we got our knees on their necks. Don't get it mistaken. Please don't get it mistaken. Please understand your power. This skin that you in, you know who I'm talking to my people. The skin that you in is powerful. We hold a lot of power out here, which is why people can go on their shows and do shit like this for their ratings, to get popular, to continue to maintain their momentum. They need us. They need us. What are we even talking about? We see it. It's right in front of our faces. And I don't know how anybody else takes it, but I take it as blatant disrespect, especially coming from somebody who tries to push the narrative that he stands behind black people and black lives mattering. We talking about Jimmy Fallon. We talking about somebody who got the roots sitting up there playing the drums to this bullshit. That's weird, man. These type of people you just stay away from. Saves you time and energy and bail money. A fact. The Trump era should have taught us all white people showed us their true quality. Yeah. They always tell us that the old races will die off, but they never do. That's another thing. Telling people that that's another reason why people don't believe that racism is so prominent today, because they think all the racist motherfuckers died off. Like these motherfuckers didn't pass down their ideas to their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. These aren't just people who had this idea and died with it. The KKK still exists. What are we talking about? They still exist. It's 2021. And niggas with pointed hoods still exist around here, still hold meetings, still gather together in hate. And motherfuckers think that it's not a problem. And then to think that that we're not turning more people into racist human beings from all the controversy, the racial tension that's been going on. People who, I'll say it like this, there's probably some people who didn't even have a thought of being racist at all until some shit started popping off. And now they picking a side. That has happened too. That's a definite that has happened. Because I seen it with my own eyes. People I went to school with, people who I kicked it with, people who I knew, people who smiled, laughed, hugged me. Then all of a sudden the shit went down last year, and now I'm seeing motherfuckers talking shit about niggas who died and talking about the blacks that are destroying the community. Damn. I remember there was this one chick that got called out on Facebook last year. Somebody we all knew, somebody that used to love coming around us niggas back in the day. Love coming around us. Always trying to show up at the parties, always hitting niggas up. What are you guys doing? Yeah. This bitch got caught in 4K calling a bunch of black people's monkeys and niggers on a live stream during all the riots and all the protests last year. Damn. And then want to say you got caught up in the moment. Caught up in what moment? There is no moment for you. You ain't got no moment. What are you feeling emotional about? Oh, yeah, that's right. The real you got exposed. See, it takes a little while sometimes. You know, white people get infatuated with black people when they meet black people and they understand that, oh, these motherfuckers are fun. These guys are really cool. Let me motherfucking befriend these guys and start asking weird ass questions. Do you know your dad? Are your mom and dad together? Do you live in the hood? Let me feel your hair. What is fubba? What's fubba? I've never heard of that brand of clothes. Do you know what's Fubba? Fucking weirdos, man. That's the worst shit too. When you went to school with some people that you thought you was cool with, and then later on down the road, you seen their ass show their true colors. Anybody else had an experience like that? Has anybody ever had that experience with somebody, with one of these mayonnaise soldiers out here? He said, I tell my son and his white girlfriend that only white people can solve this BS because they're the majority. Yeah, I mean, white people in power. White people in power. Because that's the only problem. Systematically, like, we have the power as a group. Yeah, hit that like button for sure. If you're watching this, hit that like button. We have the power, for sure, to control our own destinies. We have the fucking answers. We have the fucking drive. We have the resilience to do exactly what it is we want to do and capitalize off it, because we set the trend. We set the tone. We are the influencers. We are what keeps this world turning. So, like I said before, they need us. But systematically, that bread, niggas can find ways to shut shit down. Money speaks a lot more than emotions. And respect. Self-worth, all that shit. Money outweighs all of it. Yeah, then when you check them, it's reverse racism. Fuck reverse racism. That's another word I know niggas like you hate too. I know Ron, I know you hate that fucking phrase. I know a lot of motherfuckers on here hate that phrase. Reverse racism. I remember the homegirl on here tried to bring that up. Fucking Coyote K. Shout out to Coyote. She was on Jeff Ass in that interview. But she tried to bring up reverse racism. And I was like, let me break it down why reverse racism isn't a thing. Just like when people try to bring up black on black crime. People can be prejudiced. People can be hateful. Black people I'm speaking of. But we cannot be racist. Systematically. Listen to what I'm saying. Racism is a systematic thing. There's workings behind it. We talk about systematically, we talking about corporations, we talking about money, we talking about higher ups, we talking about all the shit that really, really controls your life at the end of the day. And the decisions that you make or are allowed to make. And the opportunities that you are allowed to have. We're talking about that. There are no black people in positions of power like that at all. Black people don't control anything systematically. We can't systematically be racist. That's just, cut that shit out. But people can be prejudiced and people can be hateful. That is a fact. And then when I say just like black on black crime, I hate that I have to continue to explain this, but I feel like a lot of people don't even pay attention to the fact that that's such a bullshit ass phrase. And the reason why is because when you put a group of people that all look alike in the same neighborhood, the crime that happens in that neighborhood is going to happen between those people. And that's a fact. That's first and foremost. First and foremost. That's like the most simple, basic thing right there. Nigga, if I'll go even more simple for you. If you put a bunch of ants in a box, you put 100 ants in a box, 20 of them get killed by other ants. That is ant on ant crime? No, you put a bunch of fucking ants in the same place and motherfuckers got killed. Can I give you another reason why black on black, the phrase black on black crime is bullshit? Because name me one time. I mean, one time, literally one time. I want somebody to name me just one time that they've heard the phrases white on white crime, Mexican on Mexican crime, Asian on Asian crime, Indian on Indian crime, Somalian on Somalian crime. I can keep going. Russian on Russian crime, Australian on Australian crime, Brazilian on Brazilian crime. Come on, man. I can go all day. When have you heard these phrases come out of anybody's mouth? Or even typed in a newsletter, in a news report, on a headline. When have you ever heard those phrases? Please, trust me, I will wait. It has never in life happened besides right now. That's another reason why it's bullshit. The third reason why it's bullshit is because it gives white people the excuse to validate their hate for black people. How many times have you heard somebody, when it came to a police officer killing a black person, using the excuse, well, why don't black people care when black people kill other black people? Bitch, because we're not talking about the people that's supposed to protect and serve, you fucking dumb ass motherfucker. Really think about that shit. Who says that? We talking about the people that you, white man, white woman, who when you get pulled over, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, oh, this is some malarkey. I pay your salary with my taxes. We talking about those people. We supposed to hold these people at a higher standard than regular citizens. So when you come to me talking about black on black crime and why aren't people marching in the streets for when a black person kills a black person, the same way and the same reason you don't call your white counterparts terrorists when they commit mass shootings. Let me take that back. We're not going to say it's the same reason. Let me just give you an example of what I mean. We don't hold citizens to a higher standard than police officers. All right? First and foremost, we don't look for regular, you don't call your neighbor when somebody breaks into your house. You call the police. If your grandma fell down the stairs and busted her fucking head open, you're not finna call your uncle to come help. You finna call the ambulance. You finna call the police. You finna call 911. We supposed to hold these people at a higher standard. So don't bring that, oh, but this black dude killed a black dude the other day. And I know how frustrating, trust me, I know. My people in here in the chat know right now how frustrating it is to be fighting for racial justice and then in the same hand continue to see in our community the same shit that's been going on forever. People think we're oblivious to it, and we're not. We notice. We bring attention to it. And despite the narrative, there are groups, countless groups and organizations in these inner cities, in these places where all this crime is happening, where all this quote unquote black on black crime is happening, where these people are talking to these kids, talking to these teenagers, talking to these adult grown ass people, trying to change their way of thinking, trying to change how they move around each other, trying to let each other know that this is somebody that's on your team. We are wearing the same jerseys. We got the same fucking goals. When you think about it, a lot of the niggas in the hood have the same goals. A lot of them niggas want to make it. A lot of them niggas want money. A lot of these niggas want to be comfortable in life. A lot of these motherfuckers don't want to be involved in the shit. But there's so much deep-rooted conditioning and trauma behind all this shit that it's so hard to try to break out of that mindset. We don't have the mental capacity to break out of that mindset anytime soon because of how deep-rooted it is and how much of it still exists to this day and how much of it is reinforced into the community every single year. From the shit we see on TV to the shit that we consume in the music. There's a way to send subliminal messaging to people to make them listen to shit or like shit or to even think about it. I don't think people pay attention. Like, you don't have to just see an ad about something. There's subliminal messaging all through this motherfucker. People stay, like these corporations stay in your head. They make sure that you continue to want to buy the same shit over and over again. Have you ever went to one of your favorite restaurants, favorite places, and you got some food and the food was trash, even though you get the same thing all the time? And then next thing you know, you went back to that restaurant because you had hopes that it won't be trash this time instead of going somewhere else. That's because we have been conditioned to try to stay complacent with shit. That's not how I want shit to go. I want us to build. I need us to build together. I need us to be in the right lane together. For real. Let me read some of this shit. I see that. They act like they don't have domestic terrorists that are white. That's a fact. They definitely do. It's called controlling imagery. Yeah, it is. I just seen it last night. There's a show on Netflix called Magic for Humans that I've been watching recently. And this guy did a bit where he was going around asking people to name an actor, any actor or whatever, right? The way he was explaining shit to these people, the subliminal messaging that he was using to like explain to them to just name any actor and he'll write their name down and show them. The way he did it, he manipulated their mind to say the same thing. He had every single person guess Tom Hanks. Every single person guessed Tom Hanks. And it was because of how he was saying it. He was using references from the movies. He was using the actual movie titles while he was talking, but like interjecting it with his actual conversation to where you couldn't notice it until he played it back and actually like put the words up on the screen when he would say it. He used a bunch of subliminal messaging to the point where it made somebody in their mind think of Tom Hanks. And when he wrote the name down and turned it, they were like, oh my God, how did you know that? Like, that's a skill. This person isn't the only person that knows how to do that. These big corporations, a lot of these motherfuckers out here know how to do certain shit like that to get people to continue to stay in a certain mindset or to continue to keep thinking or choosing one thing. The best way to help yourself is to educate yourself and always pay it back from where you came from. The mind is stronger than the weapon. Facts, Claudia. Anthony M. said it not only affects the people it's targeted towards, it affects the outside communities as well. Example, all the commercials that have removed black men from the family and replaced it with white men, mixed couples, and racially ambiguous children. This reduces the public thought to a notion that black men aren't loving fathers prevalent in their children's lives. Grey's Anatomy scandal, etc. Yo. See, now, And then when you say it like that, that brings up the example of how you get written off real quick by when you say shit like, "Oh, I don't fucking what the fuck? What the fuck do you say? Like I don't hold on, I'm trying to think of something a certain way. Without fucking it up. Okay, for instance, so like you see how cartoons now are incorporating the LGBT community as far as like when they make certain characters gay or they have certain characters marry each other like they did on Arthur. Shit like that. Like when you see somebody who's straight come out and say, "Why do we keep pushing the gay agenda on kids?" And then immediately somebody comes out and be like, "Why are you being homophobic? Why are you?" No, back up. That's an easy deflection. That's an easy excuse. It's easy to call somebody this or that. It's easy to call somebody homophobic when a straight person is like, "Why are you pushing this on my kids?" But I thought we were the ones that were in control of like what our kids ingest when it comes to like social media or like what they watch. I thought we were supposed to control that. There are literal parental controls on TVs and phones and tablets and shit. But niggas get mad when you say, "I don't want my kid to watch a show that has gay characters in it." That doesn't make me hate gay people. Doesn't mean I'm homophobic. That means my child is a child. And my child is going to watch shit for children. And when knowing your sexuality and knowing who you are and knowing what you are interested in comes into play when she's of age, then that's cool. Let her decide when she gets older. I don't think a kid, especially when you tell me like kids aren't old enough to make certain decisions, right? You can't tell me that a kid isn't old enough to make their own decisions, but then tell me that they're old enough to make the decision that they're gay or not, or transgender or not. And you can't tell me that kids aren't influenced easily, because if they see something that is the norm or that is accepted and that everybody's doing, not all of them are genuinely going to feel that way. Some are going to think, "Hey, this is a trend. This is hot. This is what gets people noticed, gets people followers, gets people to trend, gets me likes. Let me start acting like this person," because some people really don't give a fuck about how people view them either. Like I'm talking about clout. You don't think people act gay for clout? That's the type of shit we were talking about with Lil Nas X. If you gay, you gay. That's cool. But if you pretending to be something just so you can be out here getting clicks and getting likes and getting money and influencing other people to do the same when you're not even being yourself, that's a problem. Is it not? We not talking about anything else in any other realm besides what's right and what's wrong. Hold on, I'm getting a call from my mom real quick. Let me answer this and let me play this song real quick off the Beat album while I answer this call. Hold on 1 second. Hey, that was a little sample of the Beat album that's out. I just dropped it today. Go get that shit when you get a chance. Anyway, shout out to moms. Yes, exactly. Shout out to mom. Love and strength her way. Thank you, Claudia. I appreciate that. For those who don't know, you know, my mom is dealing with cancer right now. She's been going through chemo for the past few weeks, but today she's doing really good. She's in good spirits. It's my grandma's birthday dinner, so she was calling to let me know that I need to get my ass over there in the next like hour or so. So yeah, shout out to Granny. Put some happy birthdays for my granny in the chat as well. I'm finna go over there and eat my motherfucking ass off. But anyway, like we were saying, let me read this comment real quick. Let's jump back into this for a little bit. And I'm tired of watching non-POCs steal our culture and claim it as their own just because they don't have originality or flavor. That's exactly what happened here. I don't know if you were here, Anthony, to watch this segment right here, but Jimmy Fallon had brought this girl, this influencer, onto his show and had her do 8 TikTok dances, and then didn't even acknowledge any of the people that created the motherfucking dances, any of the black people that created the dances that they have getting portrayed on their shows. And then on top of that, trying to act like you ain't got the fucking money, like y'all ain't got the money to get these people here, to get these influencers, these black creators onto your show to do these dances. He could have had them line up in a row and they could have did all their dances each, whatever the fuck it was. But nah, it's easier to get the white girl who's going to attract more people and be like, yeah, she's cool. Honestly, I don't even want to replay it. It was the most mayonnaise-filled dance routine I've ever seen in my life. It was so embarrassing and just cringy and just corny, and I can't watch it again. If you want to see it, just type in Jimmy Fallon and Addison Rae on YouTube. It's so fucking stupid. Dancing, thick lips, big asses, style of walking, talking, etc. All that shit. Claudia, y'all do realize Jimmy Fallon is just Arsenio. It's a black show with a white host to make America feel safe. Oh shit, I never really thought about it like that. He said audio is a tad bit low, my G. Oh no, it's cool. Yeah, I just had to preview that shit just cause motherfucking I had a phone call. But I'm about to play a couple more snippets of the Beat album actually, because like I said, I just dropped it this morning, and I need y'all to do me a favor, especially y'all that's in here right now, the people that fuck with me, the niggas in the chat. Look, man, if you go to bandcamp.com and type in my name like you see it here on the channel, Black GMS, BLACKKGMS, you will see all 3 versions of those Beat albums. The newest one, GMS Episode 3, is out now, right now. And I want to play snippets, but I really don't want YouTube to block me or put me back in the shadow realm, because I enjoy having y'all here. And I don't want to fuck it up because I want to continue to build this channel. But if y'all want to hear all 11 of these cold-ass motherfuckers, get your ass over to my Bandcamp and listen to it. It's for free. You can listen for free. You can download for free. Or you can really help support a nigga. Because I know some of y'all niggas got a stimmy out there. I know some of y'all got a stimmy or about to get the stimmy. If y'all want to help support a nigga, y'all can buy it and name your own price. $1, $5, $10, it don't matter. Oh, you mean my mic is a little low? Can you hear me now? How's my mic now? Is it up? Can y'all hear me? Am I clear? Check. Microphone check 1 2. Can you hear me? Testicles 1 2. Testicles 1 2. All right, we good. Let me play a few real quick. Nah, I ain't finna do that. Y'all gotta go listen, man. Y'all gotta go listen. I did that last night, matter of fact. If my video's still up, I don't know if YouTube blocked it or not, but if my video's still up from last night, go search on my page, go look at my videos. I said playing beat snippets. I went through this whole motherfucking album and played snippets all last night. So y'all go check out the Beat album. But like I said before, man, look, to close this off, let me just say, for one, do not buy these shoes. Don't buy these shoes. Nigga, don't buy these shoes. This is not a subliminal. This is not me being sarcastic. This is not no fucking nah. This is not reverse psychology. Don't buy these fucking shoes. And don't support Lil Nas X. If you didn't before, good. If you did before, don't do it no more. Stop today. This is how you defeat this type of shit. We don't need this shit in the realm no more. Motherfucker put a drop of human blood in these shoes. We not going for it. We not having it. Get this out of your system. And also, white people, stop doing this. Think about it first. If somebody offers you a fucking opportunity to come on a show to fucking steal black culture, you should probably tell them, hey, no, I don't want to. You should probably get the black people who created this shit to get on your show. And don't use me. Don't be Addison Rae. Don't be this fucking clueless ass motherfucker right here. Out here looking for an opportunity. Out here trying to continue to make herself lit by doing all this goofy ass shit on me. Man, look at this. White girl, go white girl, go white girl, go white girl. Look at this. No. Stay away from this. Stay away from the fuckery. And like I always say, man, I hope everybody, and I wish everybody nothing but the best. All positive energy. It's Sunday, man. The sun is out where I'm at. It's a beautiful day. You said notice the Bible verse on them? Hell yeah, I noticed that. Luke 10:13. I'm not, bruh. They fucking around with it, bruh. They fucking around with it. And they asking for something they can't fucking back down from. So like I said, don't buy them shoes. Stay away from culture vultures. And last but not least, go to my band camp and go get this beat album. GMS episode 3 is out now. 1 and 2 is already out. You have 3 versions. You got all this fucking music. You got all this shit to vibe to. Go ahead and support your man. And also continue to pull up on me every day. I stream every day. Hit the like button if you haven't. Hit the bell if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. This is going to be the page you want to come to on a daily. We talk real shit, and I got some real niggas in the chat as well, so I appreciate y'all. Let me play this shit as I get out of here and read y'all names off, man. Everybody that was in the chat, man. Shout out Polluted. Shout out Claudia Garcia. Shout out Loke Dog 606. Shout out Spank Loke Pimpin'. Shout out Ron Brown. Shout out Big Who. Hey. Shout out Anthony M. Appreciate y'all niggas so much for pulling up on me, man. This was Last Minute Social Media Boutique Podcast Network. I see you always. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all stay up, man. Keep that GMS. Put GMS in the comments, man, if you smoking something. What's up?